You guys ever felt stuck? Have you ever questioned whether your life has really a meaning or purpose? Well, a few years ago, I definitely felt like I was stuck, like I didn't know if all that I'd done really was paying off. Even though I had, by many measures, all the things that a successful person would have. I had a great wife, a great family, a business that we inherited, and just looked like I was, from the outward, really successful. But after a series of financial reversals, I really got down on myself and felt like, man, you know, I don't really know if what I'm doing is making a difference. And it was during that low point in my life that this book was born, and a mentor inspired me to start writing and to not just write about trivial things, but to write from my heart. And because of the experiences that I've had and the mentors that I've worked with, I feel like I'm able to understand now what other men might be going through and what might be called a midlife crisis. When you're questioning whether all that you've done, or maybe the mistakes that you've made, those things begin to define you. And you maybe are questioning, you know, am I on the right path? And for me, it was like really wondering am I doing what God wants me to do? Because I have faith in God, but I felt like I was kind of on my own. And through writing this book and portraying it through the eyes of this young man who comes to work on a ranch, I was able to find purpose and meaning in the trials and the experiences that I've had, and portray those through this man's life, and how he comes to realize that regardless of his past, regardless of the mistakes that he's made, he really does have value, that he really is okay in God's eyes, and he's able to heal his relationships. He's able to come to know who he is inside and come to accept himself, regardless of what other people might think of him. And it's through that healing process and through this coming to know really who we are, coming to accept that we're in the right place, that we are okay, and that we really have infinite value. That's the meaning of this book that I'm sharing with the world now. Hi, I'm Jared Sorensen.
And I'm Selena Sorensen.
We're really excited to announce a new book that is just coming out. The name of the book is Searching for Home, Finding Grace. We're going to talk a little bit about what this book is and what it means to us. So, we're the parents of 9 children, and we've been married for how long?
Almost 25 years.
Yep, 25 years. So, we've had some amazing experiences raising our children and growing up on a ranch in northeastern Nevada.
And growing our kids on the ranch too.
So in this book, we're able to portray some of the experiences that we've had. It's a fictional novel. It's about a young man who comes to work on a ranch without any prior experience. And so it's told through his eyes. But as the author, I'm able to portray some of the experiences that I've had, not only myself, but as our family, from people who've come to work for us, with our children. And the principles that I feel are timeless and eternal, and they're able to help people kind of in all facets of life. So what have you gained from the book?
Well, Jared's an amazing teacher and a student. So he's been a student of learning life principles for the past, what'd you say, 20 years, really.
Yep.
So he took over managing the ranch at a young age. His parents decided they wanted to serve missions throughout the world, and so we supported them in that, and he jumped into a student role of kind of hard knocks, but at the same time sought really valuable mentors and was able to kind of accelerate his learning. We also, learned some from pretty hard stuff too, and part of that learning process is taking what you've learned and turning around and sharing the mistakes and the things that you've learned so others don't have to go through those hard times, and maybe kind of shorten that curve. So Jared's a powerful teacher. He's called to be a teacher, and so this book is just an awesome opportunity that he's had to be able to teach the principles that he's learned. and it's a fun read. It's not like a boring, droll lecture. It's told in story form, and that's a big part of the way that we have taught our children is we've used tons and tons of stories. And if they remember something, it's because of the story that went with it. So he's taken powerful principles, tells it in a story form, and Jerry's not really a romantic, but somehow he's put this story into a romance novel, and you'll probably see it on Hallmark someday.
Wow, makes me want to read the book. So. It's good to be reminded because it takes a lot of effort to write a book, and it's good to remember why I wrote it and who I wrote it for. I know that if you read the book, you'll benefit from it. It does teach truth, but we want to offer some things. If you jump on this offer right now, like the book is going to be coming out within the next month. We know this gestation period is close. The baby's about to be delivered, and so if you jump on this right now, we have 3 things we want to offer. And first is an interview that Selena did with her good friend and mentor, Jonathan Rhodes. It's a 1-hour-long video interview that you'll get an exclusive video to watch.
He takes amazing concepts that can be really complicated and go really deep, but he tells them in such a simplistic way with stories, and you're able to understand these complex principles within a few minutes and see how you can really start to make real lasting change in your life. He's an amazing guy. He's really made a huge difference in our life. So this interview alone is extremely valuable.
Yeah. Some of the principles that we've learned from Jonathan are woven into the book as well, again in story form. So that's number 1. Number 2 is a 20-minute video that I will be making, and is portraying some of the lessons that are in the book. And so using videos and perhaps some of the videos from the ranch and the way that we're able to apply the principles from the book. We'll be explaining that. The book teaches in story form, and the principles the reader's expected to pull them out. But I think there's 2 or 3, maybe 4 principles that we want to explain. So that's number 2. Number 3 is it's just the author's notes. So, like Selena mentioned, we've had mentors, and we've sought out an education. So there's a lot of backstory that goes into the writing of this book, and not everything is there. And so some of the notes will include like what I learned from different people that was crafted into this story, and just to be able to share that with you, maybe in the form of bullet points that just like, here's the key principle, and then perhaps as you read that and then you're reading the book or listening to the book later on, you'll be able to pick out those principles. So those are the 3 things: the interview with Jonathan, the video, 20-minute video explaining principles of the book, and then that paper that will also be, or PDF that's also included.
So much value all in one place for this great, amazing price. All you have to do is click the link below, and you can get started on this amazing journey. I mean, this is lifetimes of learning that are packed into this package deal. What a great opportunity.
Yes, definitely is. We invite you to jump on this now. So, and pre-order this, and this is for the people who are ready to take action. So these things will be made, these 3 things will be made available immediately. The book will be out into you as soon as it is in print, which will be by Easter 2021. So we're pretty excited about this, and thank you for watching and jumping on this opportunity.